All right, so we're going to look at desks today. I have a real like for the desk that is a rectangle shape and not the L. So I'm just going to talk about the rectangles today. And the reason I like them is because you can put them in the center of the room easier. You can put them against the wall. You can put them in front of a window. And yeah, my glasses are bent. I don't know why. But so if you're doing all of those odd things, you've got you know you've got choice, and if you go with the L, you don't get as much choice. Okay, now width of that desk, the whole length of it, you need to go. If you're doing one computer, one laptop, an example, you really need at least a 63-inch. If you're doing two, then 70 is far better. Now I'll tell you my situation. I have a 66 length, and I have a printer and two laptops and lamps and like a little box that holds like pens and things. So it's very cramped. There's no mouse space. So definitely think about that if you're going to do one laptop or two laptops. If you're going to do one laptop, then you can get away with it on a 63. But if you're going to do two laptops, or you just want a lot more space to write things, go for that 71. And there's a lot of them that are. Uh, Out of the styles here on Amazon, the ones I really like, the Tribe designs are very inexpensive for what they're offering. They're substantial. They're big pieces. They're very pretty. Well, I won't say very pretty. I mean, they're not great, but they do offer a lot of basic looks. Like here, this one here, it's very nice. And you wouldn't feel like, hey, if I put that in the middle of the room, it's going to be an eyesore. It's still looking like some sort of design. This one here is another one's very nice, but it's only 63. Now we're talking also the height. I'm short, so 20, and mine is at 29. So if you're going to need something that is saying, hey, I'm 5'6", 29 might be too short for you. You probably need a 31 or more, maybe 31, 32. And think about, use your chair, use your office desk chair, the arm. So when you're resting, your arm is resting, don't let it slunk, because it's going to be an extension of your table. That desk is just going to be, you put your palm flat and you just feel it drop a little bit and your shoulder relax. That's fine. You don't want to be up like this. You just want your shoulders to relax and your palms sit on the table. Um, and so there it is. It's not very much. It's not very much. So it's almost, your chair is almost the same height. That armrest is the same height as your table. So think about that relaxation, because you're going to have a lot of time that you're not typing, and so you're going to need to just say, hey, I'm not typing right now, so I'm gonna just pull back from the computer and just I'm watching a video, or something has to load or whatever is going on. You don't want to be up. You don't want to be up. You don't want your hands up, of course. You don't want, because that's all that blood rushing down. Anyway, so this is a pretty good page. It had some interesting styles. I really like this one is a 63, and I think that one would be my choice. Or if you need a longer, go with a 70, a 71. There's the pedestal, an old style pedestal, but still another one's only 63. Um, I like that there's all of these are giving you ottoman space underneath. You could always put an ottoman there or a bench. And here's a 71. That's a nice one as well. There's a space for a good something for your feet to rest. And oddly, on this page, the sponsored ones, I'm finding good results. Here's the 71. It's 180. This one's 180. This one's a 190. The white one apparently is a little cheaper. Don't ask. But for some reason, the white one is going a little cheaper. Probably it's just maybe it's too feminine or something. I don't know. They think women maybe the white is too feminine for men or something, and men buy desks more than women, so they up the price on the metal man look. And so anyway, this one's a very nice one as well. Look at the design. So you get that. So if you put it in the center of the room, or off to the side or whatever, it has kind of a a design effect, which it all has to add to your interior design, And these ones can add to interior design, sort of, but they're very blocky, aren't they? They're very blocky looking, and in a way, they're just not modern anymore. There's just a really old style, isn't it? It's very old and retro looking. So in a way, we're kind of preferring something different with the legs. Not too different, doesn't have to be too different, but something different. And all of these are nice and open. So anyway, so I'll leave you with this link, and you can go look at those. But yeah, think about definitely, and the depth of your table, 24 at minimum. And that's, if you're going to put like a little shelf for monitors back there, then, you're going to need at least 24. I would even say for some people they would need 30, but I right now have 24, and it can be a little cramped with external monitors on a shelf, and with laptops it can still be a little cramped. So think about, I would say 26 to 30 is better. But if you can only find a 24, then think about that depth issue of what you're going to be putting there, and is there going to be enough room. And a lot of monitors nowadays, they are quite flat, so you can get away with less depth. So it is going to depend on your monitor and the monitor stand. My particular monitor stand ended up being much larger than the monitor itself, much wider. And so it became the issue. So it's the stand. All right, guys, I'll leave you with that. Thank you.